Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the MarketSite studio in Times Square, New York City, we have Giang Bui. She is the head of U.S. exchange-traded products at Nasdaq. We're going to take a look at how financial advisors are still really a primary investment source for retail investors. And Giang, of course, this comes back to the second annual Retail Investor Survey. Tell us more about the survey.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you for having us talk about our research. So Nasdaq partnered with Morning Consult to survey 2,000 retail investors to understand trends in how they're making their investment decisions. Retail, as you know, is a very important segment in the market, making about 20% of daily equities trading. They're a very important segment to regulators, as the SEC is considering proposals for market structure reforms. They're very important to Nasdaq and the ETF community as their usage of ETFs continue to grow. So that's why we're running this annual survey to continue to be informed of and gain insights into how they're making their investment decisions, what are their investment priorities, and what are the sources they trust.
So what are some of the key findings from the survey in terms of retail investors and their investment outlook?
Yeah, in terms of investment outlook, I mean, one thing we've seen consistently year over year from our survey results is that the investor profile can really vary from generation to generation. In terms of economic outlook, almost all investors cited inflation and recessions as their primary concerns, but younger investors particularly had cited student loan debt, housing, as well as their main concerns. But we have seen some of those ease with age. In terms of ETF investment themes that they're most interested in, we've also seen a shift in investor preference as well. We've seen crypto ETF interest from younger investors. We've seen that halved from 50% to about 27% this year. Similarly, ETF in ESG has also cooled to about 12% as well. But one thing that we've seen continue to grow is their interest in thematic investing. We've seen a surge in younger investors' interest in themes like robotic or AI technology, which is very fitting given the growth of ChatGPT and other AI tools.
And of course, April is Financial Literacy Month, so we have to ask about how they make their investment decisions. What sources do they find most useful when making investment decisions?
Yeah, so our report surveys shows that financial advisors as well as finance-specific publications continue to be the primary source for investment information. And financial advisors we found to be highly influential for younger ETF investors. We've seen 80% of Gen Z respondents and 69% of millennial respondents say that they use financial advisors. And amongst those who use financial advisors, over 40% have $250,000 or more invested in ETFs. So it's a very influential market there. When it comes to social media, we've also seen that to be gaining grounds, especially for TikTok as a source for investment information. Over 70% of Gen Z investors that we surveyed reported using TikTok as a source, up 18 percentage point from last year. But the surge is not just in younger investors. We've seen baby boomers increase their usage of TikTok as well, increasing their usage from 90% to 25% from the people we surveyed.
What are the takeaways for ETF issuers with these findings?
Yeah, so what we've seen is you really need to customize and personalize. So for ETF issuers, as well as other financial services professional, tailor your talking points, your product design, even marketing channels to really be able to meet and reach these investors of different generations. But one thing we've seen consistently throughout our survey is that investors are turning beyond traditional investment to ETFs as a way to diversify and grow their portfolio. And the growth for ETF adoption is only expected to continue. Of those we surveyed, over 80% said that they're currently invested in or expected to start investing in ETFs compared to the 40% that we are seeing currently holding ETF today. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity in ETFs, and we're excited to continue to support the growth.
I sure should certainly take note, Giang. Appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.